Hi, this is Dr. Baik. I'm an expert in artificial intelligence with almost about 30 years of experience in this field, various subfields of artificial intelligence. And today I'm going to talk about ChatGPT applications for leaders. As you know, leaders now are very suspicious about how to use this technology in their organization. Is it useful for them? Is it cost benefit for them? Or they may lose their team and face so many challenges. Today we are going to highlight the main topics related to this technology and tell you what is the impact of this technology and how this technology is going to help leaders, of course, in a very short manner. So, at the beginning, I want to say ChatGPT is a tool generated by OpenAI company for people to use it at different applications, at different sectors, in different industries, for any purposes. But I should say that with respect to this idea that we are going to highlight here, AI can be used as a big picture of ChatGPT, can be used for different levels or different scale of businesses. The first one is about small businesses. Of course, when you look at this screen, you see that at the small business, we can use ChatGPT or AI for automation. Simple automation like customer support and personalization and communication with the customers and so on. And in order to improve the performance of the business activities. Also, we can go for medium level or medium business. And again, we can use ChatGPT or any other AI technology for automation. Of course, we can do this time all the tasks inside the business in a very automatic manner. And also, we can personalize marketing and going to the market internally and externally. We can use this technology. And also, at the higher level for managers, we can develop insight in order to give them idea of decision making and generate insight for improving and enhancing their, in fact, business in the market. And also, if we move to the larger scale business, we would be able to do exactly the same things as we could do before, use AI techniques for automation. But this time we can use complex or solve complex problems and the process analytics and identify the problems and shortfall of the activities inside the organization, as well as personalization of the activities, in addition to development of AI-powered products and services. I will explain a little bit more about each of these during this presentation. But before we move to that direction, I would say that AI, of course, is a very large scale domain of activities or research or products, and the ecosystem extremely large. But recently, you have heard about AI tools a lot, and there are so many AI tools available now in the market, as you can see at the right side of the slide, that are going to help leaders in order to help them based on whatever we explained previously. If I move to, in fact, the application of ChatGPT for leaders directly, we know that as a leader, we have to make decisions. We must be able to understand the market. We must be able to understand the business activities and the scale of the challenges and other competitors. So we must do it very fast. We must do it very carefully and make decisions according to the situation that we are in that particular market, wherever we are. So ChatGPT is a technology that we would be able to use for solving many problems, managing many challenges, and also at the higher level will help us to make strategic decision for the organization. And that is the most important advantage or benefit of this technology for leaders. Now, before I go to a little bit details of how ChatGPT is going to help, in fact, leaders, I give you an introduction to what is AI and what is ChatGPT and so on. As you can see in this slide, I briefly put a few areas of the activities in the field of AI. So you can see AI is the big picture. There are so many dimensions in AI, from robotics, from natural language processing, from planning, from image understanding, from text understanding, and many other aspects in AI. The subset of AI which is very familiar, or you have heard about it these days, is machine learning, or ML. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence and is being used for getting data and learning from data using several algorithms. So these technologies have been available in the market for more than 50 years. When I started artificial intelligence more than 45 years ago, then the machine learning techniques and algorithm was there, and nothing has changed. But this algorithm has several challenges and problems and limitations. One of the problems was for, in fact, neural network. Neural network is one of the techniques in machine learning. And recently, or almost about 6-7 years ago, a group of people, scientists, developed a technique to solve challenges or problems in neural network. Neural network had just limitation on the layers of processing data or analyzing data or learning from data. Then this group, in fact, in OpenAI group, or in fact, DeepMind company, developed a method or technology in order to solve this problem. So that's why, in fact, they managed to handle larger scale data. They call it, in fact, deep learning. Deep learning. So DL stands for deep learning. Deep learning is a technology to manage or handle large scale data, input data, and generate very good results. So slowly, they try to use this technology in managing or understanding image and text and so on. Another area which I was working also was semantic technology. In fact, systems, they, in this subsystem of AI, they try to deal with the natural language processing. Natural language processing is a very complicated story to handle, because in different cultures, in different languages, they use different techniques, different methods of expressing their feeling, their understanding, their knowledge. And this complexity never allow any algorithm to go for automatic translations of the languages from English to French or any other language. So the limitation was there until this deep learning come to the picture. So the combination of these two actually generated a method for, in fact, generative AI, or generative artificial intelligence. So a group of people recently, almost about a few years ago, developed a technique in order to combine these two together. And now you hear about Gen AI, or generative artificial intelligence. Generative artificial intelligence, or GPT, actually stands for General Pre-training Transformer. This is a method or heart of this system for Gen AI and ChatGPT as a whole. So this technology, using a large-scale language model, so to get a large amount of data in form of text and learn it and generate knowledge out of that one. You know what does it mean generate knowledge out of the data? Is to identify the relationship between these text or paragraph or sentences and identify how they are related, and based on this identification they can generate new knowledge. And that was the process inside GenAI. So if we feed all text available on the net to this engine, we would be able to ask questions and even generate images and text, stories, movies, whatever, by using this technology. So suddenly, last year, end of 2021 or early 2022, suddenly explosion of AI and Gen AI happened. So that's why suddenly ChatGPT came to the picture and the market blew up. And so many AI technology appear in the market in order to help anyone to use this one. Now, we move very fast to see this technology, in fact, can help leaders at what stage. As a matter of fact, as I mentioned to you, this technology is able to provide so many services on the administrative tasks. They can write email, they can classify, summarize texts, and so on. Then, because it was very powerful, could reply to your questions rapidly, and any query you could put in, then you could get the answer. That is very important for leaders to know what's going on. Then, of course, this would help them to make decisions much faster, get the answer much faster, rather than just assigning a task to somebody to go and read and summarize everything and bring a report for them. They can do it very fast. And then at the same time, they can go for the brainstorming, because you can define certain role to this machine, and based on that role you define for that machine, they can come up with different ideas. This is some sort of brainstorming. And this knowledge come out of this brainstorming process. You can use the same machine to do reasoning and understanding and find the root cause of certain problem. And when we move forward, we would be able to solve problems. And when we can solve the problem, we can make decisions. And this is amazing technology especially for leaders, and of course for anyone who is going to make decision or problem, solving their problem. Basically, decision making is the most important task we are doing every moment in our life. Because even when the way we talk, the way we communicate, the way we choose even to look somebody, we make decision, either consciously or unconsciously. So decision making can be classified into two categories, of course, in the machine. We have data-driven decision making for leadership, and also we have information-driven decision making for leadership at the same time. Why these two are very important? Because, first of all, sometimes you have crisp data, number of operations in accounting, or all the activities or the sensors data you have in your Excel file or database and so on. These are crisp data. These are data generated from any device, any system, any organization. These are data, but as its own, they don't have any meaning. So you have to analyze this data, you have to apply the statistics in the past, now machine learning and analytics algorithm in order to generate some relationship between this data, give some meaning to this data, generate some insight from this data. And based on this process, you can again have certain understanding and make some decision. But this approach doesn't have any context. If you have number, there is no context in that one. So your decision is based on your context, your understanding about that context. But when we go for information-driven decision-making, sometimes you have some feeling about the market, what's going on in certain political situation or economical situation. So you have some feeling that these requirements or demand from market is going to go to the higher level or is going to go to the lower level. So this type of information, these are not tangible, you cannot record it anywhere. So we call it data-driven decision making. In this case, these type of resources, if somebody writes any article in newspaper about economical situation or political situation, then somebody should read this article and understand what is the situation. ChatGPT can help you to do that. So ChatGPT not only can get the data, crisp data from different resources and analyze it, but also can get information from different sources in text format, even in image format, and help you to make decisions based on the context of that particular article. Another dimension is the process of decision making. The process of decision making is very important. Data-driven decision making is straightforward. You have to collect data and prepare it and run certain algorithm to get some outcome to generate insight for the leader. But system never tell you what to do. But in information-driven decision making with ChatGPT is going to help you. System can use reasoning, logical and rational reasoning, and tell you what to do, tell you what is the best thing to do, and that is very important and very significant. And from the adaptability point of view, data-driven leadership, when you add new data to the, in fact, your database, of course, you have to change so many things. But information-driven decision-making, you easily can feed the data and run on it, run the computer or algorithm on it automatically based on ChatGPT and get the result accordingly. But the issue is, in data-driven and information-driven decision-making, both of them, somehow you may be biased. If the data set is enough, then you would be able to get the right result. But the outcome of this process might not be practical because always you have to make sure that the data is valid. Most of the time, data selection leads you to the wrong direction. So in this type of situation, data-driven is not enough, so you have to go for information-driven decision-making, which you can use ChatGPT for this purpose as well. So if I want to go to the next part of ChatGPT and main part of ChatGPT, I have to highlight the concept of prompt engineering. Now, we discussed that we are going to write text and ask questions in natural language processing from ChatGPT system. How we are going to write this query? In the past, when we had computer, we had database, we had to write, for instance, SQL language, SQL query, standard query language, and write very systematic and very scientific way of commanding the computer based on the structure of the database to get some result. But in this situation, in this technology, you don't need to do that, because the system automatically converts your requirement or your sentence into query and go and get the right result. The most important issue here is most of the people can type prompt, but if you want to get a good result, you must know how to write this prompts. And that's why they call it prompt engineering, because you must know a lot of method how to write this technology, prompts, and not just writing your prompt. Of course, you get some results. Sometimes, if you don't write the correct prompt, system cannot give you right answer. So as you can see, there are 12, for the time being, of course, there are 12 techniques to write prompts. And you have to practice, and you have to be trained for using right prompt for getting right answer in ChatGPT. So of course, if you want to use this technology and prompt engineering techniques to help your leadership, in fact, first you have to understand the nature of your business, the environment, all the parameters are involved in your decision making. And of course, you have to understand, as I mentioned, what are the features of the ChatGPT and how to write prompt in order to get the right result. Then, in a very smart manner and effective manner, you must be able to combine these together, your knowledge and the way you are going to write about your query in ChatGPT prompt location, then you can get the answer. So this process is very important, and you must learn it through a certain process training to be able to use efficiently in a ChatGPT in your leadership and move to the success. So the last part of my presentation is about the very important questions everybody asks. Can ChatGPT replace human or replace human leader? The answer is no. Because at the end of the day, you are the decision maker. ChatGPT helps you to know better, to understand better, and to make decisions. You are the final decision maker. Maybe when you ask ChatGPT, should I do this, should I do that, maybe they give you some preferences. But at the end of the day, based on your knowledge, your experience, you have to make decisions. So ChatGPT is a tool for automating tasks and supporting individual users or leaders to move forward to the next level and grow, dramatically reduce cost, and of course increase the productivity and lead to the next level of success. Thank you very much.